I have a feeling Bob Dylan would punch Bono in the face. Remember when Bono uploaded on our iPods his album without our consent? This is what started the MeeToo movement, by the way.
Yeah.
This is this. After that day, every woman is like, "Hey, consent is important." Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another not live, well, Zooming, whatever we do usually now with Gabe in the
episode.
UK.
Gabe in the UK.
Gabe is gay in the UK. And Amer is in Montreal. How are you, Gabriel?
Nice. I am good. Lots going on. How's Montreal? How's Yusuf?
Yusuf is great. I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. He did a spot at the Good Night Comedy Show a couple of weeks ago. He did great.
Oh my God, how's that going?
It's going great so far. We had one without you. It was very nice.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. It feels like a lifetime ago. It feels so long. It feels so long ago. I have no idea. Like my mom today, I went on WhatsApp today with my mom, like on the camera. I was looking at the old room. I was like, that's like so, it feels so far away. I was like, what the hell? Like, yeah. Like so full disclosure, I'm going to be in this hotel room until the 31st. Yeah. And then I'm out of here. And then we have our apartment.
You got the apartment?
Yeah, we have an apartment.
Done deal.
Nice whole. Oh man, this apartment's it's right next to the train station.
Oh,
right.
high five.
And it
high
shoots
five.
you right into the center of London in 35 minutes. You're like right in the center, like not in the outskirts, like right in the hole. Yeah,
We know which hole.
then,
Great. Okay,
yeah,
and you told me you
then-
have a spot tomorrow? Your first spot in the UK?
Yeah, I'm gonna meet up with David Hernan. We're gonna do some stand up.
Ooh, where are you going to do stand-up? Let's plug it for all the UK listeners.
It's called the Lion's Den or something.
Everything is called the Lions something in the UK.
First short of the episode. Okay, you want to know why? Here's first short. So you know how everything is called the rose and the crown, or the bull and the balls, and the red and the young and the beautiful. It's 'cause back long time ago, like in the golden, what's not the golden ages, in the early ages, in the medieval ages, nobody knew how to read, right? They still don't, but now they now they used to have better teeth and they can read. They can read, but but back in the day, no one could read, so they'd be like, "Meet me at this pub." They'd be like, "Which pub?" They'd be like, "Oh, it's the one with the bull and the dove." And you'd go and you'd see a statue of a bull and a dove, and like that's the pub. And so they just kept the names.
Ah, that's okay. Interesting. Yeah. All right.
Kind of interesting, I thought. I was like, "Oh, that's in."
Where did you get that info?
From Claire.
Oh, where did she get that info?
Where did you get that info?
I don't know if it's true. Did you fact check it?
I mean, who's fact checking? I don't know. Like she said she saw it in a reel, so which is real.
We're getting all our information from real, so I'm gonna take it as truth.
Yeah.
If it makes sense, it's truth. That's how I live my life now. If it makes sense, I believe it's true.
No, yeah, it makes.
It actually stemmed from Roman times.
Oh, Roman times. It comes from Roman times.
Oh yeah, when the Romans took over the UK.
The lion and the Russell. What's
technically speaking, your fiance could have the same bloodline as you, because the Romans, they took over the UK a few hundred years ago, right?
Yeah, they could be. We could be long lost brothers.
Yeah.
From other
if you
mothers.
go back in time, well, we all come from Africa. Sorry to tell you this, Gabe. I know you would hate this information.
I know, it's really it's weird. Weird.
But I'm happy you feel better. I see there's a bottle of wine behind you. Everything's okay.
You can see that?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's there. I don't know. We're drinking some wine. So we also got what did we get? So everything is like so far. You need a car. Like if you're gonna get somewhere, you kind of either like you don't go anywhere, or you get on the train and go to London, or you don't go anywhere else. Like, or you need a car. So we were just like going to that small little town near us. Like it has like shops and nice stuff. But then we're like, okay, we went to this car lot, and when we also got a car.
Yeah. What did you get?
Yeah, we got I keep forgetting the name. It's a Suzuki Alto.
Suzuki Alto. What does it? What's this like the American version of that car?
I think they have Suzukis here.
Yeah, but we don't have Altos. Like sometimes they change the name
Oh.
to make it for the European
Oh.
market. They call it something like Le Fromage, and here we call
Oh.
it the Sniper America Patriot. You know.
Claire, can you look up what the Suzuki Alto is in North America?
So I can
Because apparently
imagine
they
it.
might have
I love cars. So it's a stick shift. You're gonna drive a stick shift.
I'm gonna have to learn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn. It looks fun.
Here, you know
Looks-
what? Since I have a computer, Suzuki Alto. Suzuki. What year?
I think 2010 or 2011.
Suzuki Alto. Oh, that's cute. It's like an Echo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
46,000 kilometers only.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
that's really cool.
buddy.
Yeah, got a cute, nice price. Man,
You
yeah,
can park
was
it
talk-
anywhere.
Yeah, it's puny. And then we had to talk to this like salesman, and the whole time you just feel like you're getting screwed because they're all like they sound like they're from the movies, you know? They're like, all right, yeah, like, and I tried haggling with him. It's okay. But I tried haggling with him because we got it for a certain price, and then I was like, how about 3,000? Because it was supposed to be like 3,200 or something, and I was like, oh, how about go down to 3,000? And this is his reaction. He was like smoking a cigarette, and he's like, let me think. No. I'm like, let me think. No. I'm like, that was
So you didn't
fa-
negotiate?
Sorry? Oh, Claire told me to stop touching my feet. I have two hammers now. They
It's
can't see
okay.
my feet.
I can't see it exactly. Please touch your feet. All right, Claire, can you stop talking, please?
But yeah, what the hell is a Suzuki?
So you didn't
Oh, here's
negotiate? Wait. You bought a used car without negotiating?
We tried to negotiate. We got it for a pretty good price, and then I was like, okay, let's bring it down a bit. And he said,
okay. So you negotiated.
yeah, and he said no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you
So-
agree on a price, it's very hard to... Because the guy's like, well, I know you guys want the car.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it was.
You're doing everything that sucks. Getting an
Yeah.
apartment, negotiating a car, just, ugh.
It does
suck. The worst things.
I
The worst
know.
things to
It's-
buy.
It's yeah, I know, but it's. I'm just so used to sucking that now it's like fun. I'm just like, okay, let's go on for a ride. Let's just like for example, like I had to get to that car place, and it's like we didn't have a car to get to that car place. And Claire, when we brought back the rental car, and there's a bus that goes there, but like the bus times are always wrong, so like there's no bus there. I'm like, okay, and then I like take a taxi, and it's so expensive, and I'm like, what? It's like 10 minutes away. It was like 40 pounds. I'm like, you bastards! Whole time I was so mad. And then like I had to Claire found a bus, and then I had to like run across a highway over like around to find her. And I swear to God, it would be a highway, and along the way there was like 8 pubs, just people pulling in, drinking. So many pubs, just different men running across highways, going into pubs. So sad. But yeah, then we picked it up, and then yeah, Claire's like relearning stick shift, getting fluent again. Yeah, it's interesting. It's hard, you know. It's scary.
And I love the fact that you keep looking at her like, ugh, I'm not going
Nah,
to
she's
criticize her
lis-
driving. I'm not going to
she's
criticize
listening to
her
her book.
driving.
She can't hear me. Yeah, no, it's cool. And then oh, okay, here are 2 things that are interesting tidbits that I learned about life. In England, they have something called MOT. I don't know if you heard of this. It's a so you go to a car in Quebec, a car dealership, and you buy
Yeah.
a car, and then you're like, you ask the car guy, you're like, oh, is it good? And the guy's like, yeah, it's great. And then you're like, okay, I'll guess I'll trust you. Here, they have to pass a test every year. So it's like a legal thing. It has to like pass this road test every year. And so to make sure the car's not going to fall apart, part of the deal is that he got an inspection, like a government inspection. So we know for at least a year it's allowed on the road. So like, okay. Otherwise we'd have to pay like a few £100, which is annoying.
Is there a warranty to it?
Yeah, we got warranty also, like a 6-month warranty, just in case. We don't know how long we want to.
It's well, listen, it's a used car. You
Yeah.
have to buy it. You're gonna
Yeah.
get screwed. Something's
Yeah.
gonna get back. Again, you're doing everything that sucks when you move into it. You gotta get in a car. You gotta get a.
Yeah.
It's all sucks because you're not rich, so you can't buy everything
No.
new, and you just
No.
being poor sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry, the
I
camera
know.
keeps falling. So listen, good luck.
Yeah.
You're doing the sucky parts, but soon you'll be doing the fun parts. You're gonna do comedy. You're gonna get drunk with your friends.
Yeah. I know.
Life is gonna be good.
Yeah. One thing you're gonna love about London. So we went and met her brother in like just in the center of London. And remember we
Yeah.
went for Indian food. We went to like that Indian in London down that road
Yeah.
with all the Indian restaurants. I think it's called like Brick Lane. So what you could do, which I had no idea you could do, you can go up to like. There's usually like an Indian man standing out front, soliciting people to come in the restaurants, right?
Yeah.
And in Montreal, you go to an Indian restaurant, you order what's on the menu. Here, the guy's like, okay, so for 2 entrees, 2 mains, a bottle of wine, 20 pounds a head. So it's like you don't order. You can just pick anything off the menu as long as it's 2 mains, 2 appetizers, and then it's all for 20. And you can negotiate. Like her brother was like, "Oh, how about whatever, 18 plus a pint of beer?" And the guy's like, "Okay, fine." So crazy. You can negotiate your food, which is amazing.
With the guy who's trying to sell you at the door. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
I don't know if he has
negotiate
the
with-
power to do that, but I guess there must be so much foot traffic. It must be profitable for these restaurants.
I think what happens is that it's low season, so they're trying to get as many people in the restaurant as
Oh.
possible. So they're like, here's some good deals, and you can haggle, and then you tell your waiter that the guy outside said it was free. That's what we were doing the whole time. The whole time the waiter was so mad. He was so mean to us. We had the most, like a French waiter. He was an Indian French waiter. He was snooty but Indian. He was like,
Was the food good?
it was great.
God damn. I had great Indian food in London. I forgot where, but it was like central London. It's the oldest Indian restaurant in the UK.
Oh yeah.
I forgot the name, and I went there with Guillaume. And when I go there, when I eat with Guillaume, we eat like Roman emperors. We order. We take a table of 6, and we just pack it with food
Wow.
and entrees and we just eat till we can't breathe no more.
Damn.
And then we eat some dessert. And then
Nice.
we're like, oh, we're in so much pain. And we always say we're never going to do this again. And the next time we see each other, we do it again. It's
The thing with-
gluttony
Yeah,
to the extreme.
know.
It's such a fun feeling to do this with your friend.
it is. Yeah, it
It's
is wild.
disgusting.
Indian food though, the next day, I didn't have that much, but I had enough. For me, like an entree and a main, and then some wine. It's enough to fill me up,
Yeah.
But it's not enough to make me like, ugh, it doesn't kill me. But the next day, I'm still farting butter balls, I'm farting like crazy, man. Just like my stomach's it took me like a day and a half to recover from all this, like just farting crazy.
Is it the booze, you think, or is it the food?
I don't know. It's Indian food. It's just like I don't know what it is. It just makes me fart like crazy. And there's guys upstairs. It's crazy. Like this guy upstairs that up from above us, he farts constantly. We can hear his giant farts.
You hear his
About-
farts?
Once every 3 hours, we hear the hugest fart. It shakes the whole ceiling. We're like, it can't be a fart. It's so loud.
You know, like
It's
that
really
guy
funny.
from Dune? That's the guy farting.
Oh man.
Man, these are powerful farts. Is he Indian?
I don't know. There's a lot of weird.
You should go knock on his door. To just see what the Mr. Fart Man. Skibidi-bidi-ab-da-boo-bib, I'm that fart man. See what's his ethnicity.
Oh man.
Dude, that's good.
Yeah,
You're slowly building your social network. Hanging out.
Yeah.
Do you like her brother? Is he a cool guy?
Yeah. We got along. We hung out. It was good.
Yeah, I
We
met
hung
him
out.
once. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, it's cool. It's great. Yeah. And then what the hell else do we every day would just be like putting stuff together. Did I tell you that like we saw an apartment that we really really liked, but like the woman put Claire's name in wrong.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, whatever. Now I need to. So the town is so small that we always walk by her office and we're always giving her the finger through the window. We still every day we see her. She's like giving bad advice and doing everything wrong. We're like, dumb bitch. Giving her like fuck.
She's doing the same mistake, but with another couple who just moved in. So you're not Claire and you're not Gabriel. Oh, gosh darn it. Dude, she's a small town real estate agent. There's no way she can be. You understand? There's no way that's her career dream. There's no way that's what she wanted. She of course she's going to suck. It's a town of 16 people and she's renting apartments. There's no way. She must come home and like every day she's like, if she's this close of stabbing her eyes, understand? Every day she's like, no. That's why she can't see well, because the knife keeps getting close to her eye every day. One day she's gonna kill herself. It's gonna be your fault, and you should be proud.
My fault. We were very nice to her.
No, she should kill herself. I think it would be a good idea.
Yeah, no, it would be. I forget her name.
Montreal's been good.
Yeah.
What else? I did comedy.
Mm-hmm.
I pulled a muscle in boxing.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, I gotta stop working out as if I'm 20.
You're like,
wow, and then I'm like, oh, I can't move. Everything hurts. Pulling a muscle, tearing a tendon. It's just terrible.
Oh.
So I only went once last week, and I was sick. I told you I was sick. So listen to this. Friday? Was it Friday or Saturday? I don't know. I think it was Saturday. So Saturday, I bought a neti pot because my nose, I realized it's been like clogged. So I bought you know what's a neti pot?
It's like the...
Yeah, exactly. You put water through your nose and sinuses and it comes out with just
blood,
gold coins and dirt and just
secrets,
ashes, whatever. So, but the thing is, I don't know if you've done it before. When you do it, some water stays inside in like a cave or whatever. And if you bend over, suddenly it starts flowing down. Have you ever had that experience?
Yes, I have had that. It's very weird.
So I did it before going on stage. And I'm on stage and I'm doing my jokes. I'm like, And then I do this because something about, I don't know. I just bend over. And then my nose starts. I'm in front of a room with like 150 people. A packed deli. So I'm like, I need a napkin. So I just take a napkin from a guy's table, and the guy's like, do you want a clean one? Because his son used it to eat some pizza. And I'm like, oh, fine, thank you. So I'm drying and I just did jokes about cocaine. So everyone's looking at me. I'm like, oh, this guy's high on coke. That's why his nose is drippy and he's so energetic.
That's why.
Oh, yeah. So
was it clear color? Was it clear?
Yeah. Well, I didn't look. I'm on stage, Gabe. I'm not gonna look at the napkin to see what came out.
I know my instincts are always wrong, because if I did that and then if it was like yellow, I'd be like, ew.
So embarrassing. But it was a good set.
That's
and
good.
then for the late show, I was hanging out with Joel, and Joel likes to zin. I'm like, you know what? Give me one of those. Let me get a zin. So I put a zin. I'll have a little drink. I'll have a tequila. Dude, I was so high. I went to Sid. I'm like, Sid, I can't go second. He's like, all right, I'll put you later. He's like, Amer, can you stop doing drugs? I'm like, it's nicotine. He's like, Amer, your eyes are diluted. You're like jittery. My heart rate was like 160.
That's insane.
I can't do these childhood things. What is it?
Childhood?
Childish.
Childlike.
I can't be childish Gambino. I have to be mature, oldish, adultish Gambino. That's what I have to be. I can't do zins.
No, because he gets those zins from Holland, the real zins.
Dude, he gets zins from northeast Russia.
Yeah.
They're packed with tobacco and Ukrainian blood or whatever. They're so strong.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so high, so dizzy.
Yeah.
And then I had a Diet Coke because I thought the caffeine would help me. But no, I was just even more anxious. I had a good set though.
You need a chamomile. A nice chamomile.
Yeah, from now on, I need to drink chamomile before I go on. Or on stage, bring my mug like, hello, children. The Jews.
Yeah, they have like vapes available everywhere here, in every store. So I've been like, looking. I'm like,
But is
Like,
it
it-
like flavors that we like, or is it like blood pudding and sauerkraut or
yeah,
whatever?
horseradish, English
Horseradish.
mustard.
Worcestershire sauce?
I mean, I haven't really looked, but like, they have Coca-Cola.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So whatever. Maybe on the weekend I'll grab one day.
How much are they? Are they more expensive? Because I know
No,
in the UK everything is super expensive.
No, it's cheap. It was like £3 for like one. Yeah.
Wow, really? That's good. Because I remember
Yeah.
cigarettes. My Amy used to smoke cigarettes, and they were so expensive in the UK.
Yeah.
Like a pack was 30 something pound for a
Yeah.
small pack.
Because they're trying to ban cigarettes. So you're like, smoke these flavored poison sticks instead.
Yeah?
They're healthy, Because they did a big study out of the UK apparently where their top scientists concluded that vapes are healthy. And so because of that, I know, but that's what they made that. So
Did-
they're like,
Did
the tobacco
Mr.
companies.
Vapenstein,
I
is he the one who funded this study?
But this is what happened, right? So they said, okay, since it's healthy, not healthy, not going to kill you right away. It's not healthy. It's
Yeah.
so because of that, they're like, we'll throw them in every store. Who cares? Everyone can have them now. And so we'll boost the taxes on cigarettes so nobody will buy cigarettes.
And there's no taxes on vapes.
No.
Wow, not yet.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
coming. Probably like
Who knows?
Montreal.
Like if you go to Australia, apparently a pack of cigarettes is like $80 or something
Yeah.
because they're trying to ban them and no one under 30 is allowed to buy them.
No one
Crazy.
under 30 is allowed to buy cigarettes.
I think like if you were born at a certain age, they're banned for you. You're not having them at all. So they're trying to phase them out completely.
I wonder
So-
what was it replaced with.
Racism, Australian racism.
Wow, you can't smoke cigarettes if you're
Yeah.
under the age of. But that's the only. They should. No.
I know.
They should reverse it. You should be able
Yeah.
to smoke cigarettes until you're 30, and then you're not allowed to smoke. Because when you're under 30 and you smoke
Yeah.
cigarettes, you're so cool. You're like,
Yeah, you look
yo,
hot.
look at me, I'm so cool. Even when you
Yeah.
cough when you're young, it's cool and sexy. When you cough when you're old, like, it's like your lung is about to come out. No. Oh man, Australians, they can't be cool anymore. That's it.
No, they can't. It's funny you said that. Yeah, it's true. When you're young, you're like I haven't seen the Bob Dylan movie, and I don't think I'm gonna see it. But I didn't realize they're like Timothy Chalamet plays Bob Dylan. I'm like, how the hell do you get Timothy Chalamet to play the disgusting, ugly man? And then you look at him, and he was cute.
Yeah.
He looked exactly like him. He was so
Yeah.
cute. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Bob Dylan was very cute when he was young. He was a cute, sexy New York Jew. That's what he looked like.
I know it. I thought he was good. I thought he was like, Bob Dylan looks so weird. Like, how did that turn into that? Was it the cigarettes? Was it?
I'm
like-
assuming show business.
Yeah.
Just that's what show business does. It just ruins your it ruins your life. And
Yeah.
he never got plastic surgery. He's just
No.
like, all right, I guess I'm old now.
Yeah.
Tired
Yeah.
of good women. I'm tired of men. I'm just gonna be old and ugly. I told you I went to see him once. It's Bell Center. Worst concert in my life. He's like this
Really?
big. In real life, he's this big. By the way, he's a very short guy. You could tell. But he's like this big. I don't even remember if there was a screen showing him. It was
Oh,
as
wow.
if he was playing at like a brass door, a tiny pub. But it was the Bell Center. It's like, and the way every time they all change. And everyone's like, this is horrible. You should go play in a tiny pub. You shouldn't be playing in
It's
the
true.
Bell Center.
Do you think a guy
Terrible
like
concert.
that gets nervous before going on stage? You know how like you see like when I went to see U2, right? And like U2 is supposed to be like a cool band. They're all like
Yeah.
they're a band. And so they had this whole like lead up to them going to the stage. Like it was a video. It was live footage of them in their backstage, the green room, and they're there. The drummer has his sticks, and then Bono's like, and then they go out on stage. They're all like, "Nah, nah, nah," and then like Bono comes out, and he goes to the camera and he goes like this, and then it fades and he's on stage. Do you think like Bob Dylan does that? Bob Dylan just falls onto the stage like.
I have a feeling Bob Dylan would punch Bono in the face. He's like, and then you would see a small, tiny hand go, pa! Come gather round, people, around dead Bono. Oh my God. Bono.
So douchey.
Bono never was cool. I'm sorry. Even when he was cool, he was not cool.
No, he wasn't. He's too like.
Remember when he uploaded his album on our iPhones, or what is it again? It was on our.
It was an iPod, right?
Yeah. Remember when Bono uploaded on our iPods his album without our consent? This is what started the MeeToo movement, by the way.
Yeah.
This is this. After that day, every woman is like, "Hey, consent is important."
That's funny.
Today we are recording on Donald Trump's inauguration day. I don't know when this is going to be released.
But when was it? It's still going on?
It's going on now, I believe. I believe it's going on now.
Wow.
Trump is officially president of America. Crazy.
Pretty cool. Pretty neat.
Did you hear that? Did we talk about that? Did we talk that Trump said he wants to take over Canada, make it its 51st?
Yeah. I don't know if we
It's
talked
51st
about it,
state?
but it's been. Oh yeah, because you saying like if he talks about it enough, it'll be true. That's like how like he said build that wall, and now he's building a wall. I don't know. Like he said something crazy.
Well, I didn't say that. That's very smart, though. I'm pretty sure you said it. But
well,
makes sense. I'm disappointed. So let me talk in short form, because now I have to think everything in short form. So Trump made a tweet as a joke saying, "Ha ha, Canada, you're gonna become the 51st state. We're coming over." He called Justin the governor of Canada.
That's
and
funny.
then our leaders responded.
Yeah.
So Justin, he responded with meh.
No.
And Pierre was meh. It was so I was so disappointed in the responses of our leaders because dude, like think of Canadians were known as being polite, and I get it. Justin and Pierre were both very polite, but Canadians also fought in World War II. Like we're badasses. Like the guy is threatening to take your country. You don't go meh. You respond with some, especially Justin, dude. Justin, his father was a great leader who took over Cuba in 1959. So he should have cojones. You know what I mean? He should have
cojones.
You get it? Did you get it, Gabe? You know what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah. I'm getting funny right here.
His father is what's his name? Nacho Libre.
Nacho Cuba Libre. What's his name?
Cuba Libre. What's the name of his father?
Fidel.
Fidel. Yeah, you should have bigger cojones than going, man. You know what he said? He said, "There's no snowball chance in hell." I'm like, dude, you're such a. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I say that on stage, by the way, and people are like, ah, like yeah. On Saturday, I called Justin Trudeau as a, and people were like, ah.
He didn't even say damn. He's like, not even in a damn chance. He went, snowballs chance. Not even like a darn.
And listen, I get it. He wants to be Canadian in his metaphor. But you can still be Canadian and go like, dude, if you touch my country, I'll drown you in maple syrup, bud. You can still be Canadian and be aggressive. We fought in World War II. We are aggressive people.
Yeah. No,
Disappointed.
I bet Pierre Poilievre would love to be the governor of a Canadian county in America. He would love it. He'd be like, you know what? Pretty good. Like, he would love it. You could tell he would love to be American.
Maybe 2 years ago, he would be like, hey, I'll take whatever power I can get. But now he can smell it. Like, he could see, I'm going to be, unless he messes it up, he's our next prime minister. Unless, I don't know, they found his name on the list of the Epstein list island people. Yeah. Or he was in the P. Diddy freakouts. He was not in the P. Diddy freakouts, but maybe he was on the Epstein Island. He was in the white people's P. Diddy party. Mm-hmm. There's no way they invited him. Yeah.
No, because unless there's like a Canadian Trump that comes over, like who's the Canadian Trump? Kevin O'Leary.
He's the Canadian Trump, or O'Leary.
Yeah, Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful. He's I don't know. I go back and forth on him because I used to like him on Shark Tank, but other than that, he's kind of like
He's
a
a
dork.
businessman.
Yeah,
That's what happens with conservative. That's what worries me about conservative. We talked about it a couple episodes ago. Is that everything is a business? All right.
Yeah.
You know what's a great? Let's sell all the water. Let's sell all the forests
Yeah.
because it's business, dude. We're making money. Look,
Yeah.
you can buy a better, bigger house now. Your kids can go to college now. We don't need so many immigrants. Everything is business related, and
Yeah.
that worries me. Government. It's not supposed to be a profitable business. It's a government.
No.
No, because
Right.
why? A lot of people, I don't know if we talked about it. Like, oh, we need to cut in public spending. We need to these employees for the government, they're so inefficient. They're so bad. We need to cut. They should be less people working for the government. And I'm like, no, because who works for the government? Really dumb people.
Mm-hmm.
And really dumb people deserve and they need a job. You don't want dumb people not working because these people would
No.
die in the open market. They can't
Yeah.
work at any company. They're like, you're an idiot. You can't work for us.
Yeah.
So they need to work for the government. And you know what happens when you get a bunch of dumb people without jobs? Insurrections. They cut off the head of the king. You need dumb
Yeah.
people to be comfortable and happy with it. You need them to put them in golden. What's that word?
Handcuffs.
Golden.
Yes, you're right.
Golden
Yeah.
handcuffs. So no,
Yeah.
you cannot make the government more efficient. That's
No.
how we chop off your head.
Yeah,
Idiots.
You need to. Yeah, I know. You need to call the population and then control a smaller portion of just less. I know this sounds evil, but you know what I mean. Like if you just get rid of most people, get rid of half of the poor people, so then you have a small portion of poor people and just have rich people just
But Gabe,
having a good time.
we already got rid of so many people. No
Mm.
one is making babies anymore.
Oh.
You understand? We need to. We need. No one is making babies. They just failed. Instead of having dumb people not make babies, the smart people now are not making babies. So their plan are okay, we need to have less people. All right, well, we'll make their life better. Everybody's gonna be middle class, and then the smart people start making babies. So the plan is working. It's just you end up with a lot of dumb babies being born.
But what about this whole thing I hear everywhere that the middle class is disappearing? What's happened? What's with that? What I hear that. The middle
Sorry, I
class
should
is
say
disappearing.
comfortable class, where not a lot of debt.
Mm.
Maybe
Yeah.
they own, but they rent most probably. But
Mhm.
they're not struggling artists.
No. Yeah. They're
Like your
they
wife.
still look down. Yeah, they still
Yeah.
look down at artists, but they kind of feel sad.
Yeah. Your
Yeah.
wife, now that she has a job, she's going to be middle class. She's the new
Yes.
middle class.
She is. Yeah.
She's going to be able, she has a PhD, I believe, right?
Yeah.
She has a PhD. She went to university for 10 years?
Yeah, a long time. Super
She
long.
wa- so
yeah.
your wife, who went to university for 10 years, got a PhD, can now afford the same house as a plumber in 1972.
Well, guess what? I have a PhD. A
Mm,
pretty huge.
you're going to be the housewife. You're the housewife
huge
with a
dick.
pretty huge. That's what you are. Back then, the plumber,
PhD.
his wife didn't work. She just took care of the kids, and most of the time she was hot. She didn't have to deal with the outside world. She just had to be pretty and take care of the children. And that's gonna be you with the beautiful hair, and look, sweetie, look what I cooked for you. Some blood sausages. Oh, I love with some beans on toast.
Chicken tikka masala.
Mm. And she's like,
Just
oh,
fake
that's
Indian
too
food."
spicy. Soon your wife is gonna ban spices from your house. You'll see.
Well, look, guess what? Hey, I had this thing today or the other day called English mustard. Have you ever heard of English mustard?
Is it Dijon?
No, that's French mustard. English
see.
mustard's even spicier than French mustard. It is amazing. I've never had French. It's English mustard. It's you go to the stupid grocery store, you get the mustard. It tastes just nothing.
It
This is
tastes
the most
yellow.
Yeah, it tastes yellow. It tastes yellow.
It's yellow.
This
Yellow.
mustard is green, yellow, and it's thick, and it's so you're and it's so good. It's I'm putting it in everything. It's amazing. I couldn't believe this is mustard.
Ooh,
It's
with some
a
meat?
step above. No, it's not sweet. It's extremely bitter. It's like so mustardy. It's so, think of like concentrated mustard to the max. You're like, you could only have like a little bit. You're like, and put it a little bit in a sandwich. You're like, this is amazing. It's so good.
You know like how Dijon. Okay, you know peanut butter. You have smooth peanut butter, and then you have
Yeah.
crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah.
Dijon for me was like crunchy mustard.
Mm.
So
I get that. Yeah.
and is your British mustard, is it crunchy?
No, not crunchy. It's smooth, but
Smooth.
it's like hot. You're like, oh, it's strong. You're like, God damn, it's like
I-
mustard
is-
gas.
Is it mustard with Worcestershire sauce?
I don't know. I never.
Can you have it? Can you show it to me?
No, I had. It's a. No, it was a.
You
it was like in
finished a pot
packet.
of mustard in your hotel?
No, it was like. So I don't have a pot. So I have like a. I was downstairs. There's like little packets I steal of mustard.
How big is the stolen goods that you've been working on for the past couple of weeks?
It's not that big. Now it's down to one box. And
Oh,
it's,
no.
I know. Well, guess what? The maids came today and they kicked me out of the room because they haven't cleaned our room since we got in, and they're like, "We need to clean your room," and I'm like, "It's fine." And they kicked me out of my room for an hour. I was just wandering the streets without a room. I was freezing, and then and then they made everything nice. They vacuumed the whole. Dude, the apartment was disgusting. Like the floor was filled with leaves.
I love the fact your girlfriend's like, no, it was clean. Stop embarrassing us. Stop
I'm not
embarrassing us.
It wasn't bad though.
Well, there's like we ate
God.
we oh man, dude,
Gabe,
they
I
have,
can't wait for us to record without your wife in the room. I can't wait. Don't tell her that. But I can't wait.
So you're gonna love these. So first, the snacks in the UK are like, they live for snacks. They live for treats. They live for like, ooh, I can't wait for the beer. Ooh, I can't wait for some crisps. I can't. So they have these things. They have all sorts of. Oh, this is corn though. So we're eating these nuts. They're like, what type of nuts are they? I'm not even. They're like these chili nuts. Oh, so good. And they're so like, you know, in Canada you have a thing of nuts. It's like $18 or whatever. Here it was like 2 pounds. No way. So we're just going through those. Today I got this. It's wait here. I'll show you.
Oh, yeah, corn. Of course.
Oh, so good. This is my favorite thing. Here's go.
You never had that in Montreal?
I had, but I couldn't afford it. It was so much. I couldn't know where to find it.
Because you're going to white people's places. You got to go to the like Arabs who eat this all the time.
Really?
Yeah, man. Like the only reason I visit my family is so that I can eat like their pistachios and their cashews, their corn, and other miscellaneous snacks.
Oh, so good. And then today I got this.
What is that? What is that?
It's like a chocolate. It's so Tonic's tea cake. Oh,
Tonic?
so good. I know
Supposed to
even oh jeez.
Your wife is gonna hit you now.
Just gonna me. And what else? I don't know. We had some good snacks. I had dude. So like, if we don't know what to eat, we just go to. It's so sad. We just go to the Weatherspoon. We get a burger.
Yeah, they have good burgers. They're small.
We bought a microwave for the room.
Oh, finally! You
yesterday
listened
we
to
bought
me.
a microwave. Yeah, we bought a microwave, and then yesterday we had. What did we eat yesterday? I don't remember.
Shepherd's pie.
Oh, we made shepherd's pie in the oven. Oh.
in the microwave.
Yeah, in the microwave. Yeah, it's a hotel oven for me.
Wow!
and today,
You made shepherd's pie in the oven.
well, they have ready meals.
Ah, you just heat them up.
Yeah, and then we made a. I should have took a picture of it. They had a ready meal. I had a curry, like a chicken Rogan Josh curry. Oh, with rice. Man, I'm so happy. I finally eating like. I was just eating sandwiches nonstop.
The apartment that you guys got, you're gonna have to furnish it, right?
It comes with all the apartments here come with a fridge, a stove, and an oven, and a washer and dryer automatically. So all I need to do is get a bed, a TV, and
Okay, so
couch
you
and-
do have to furnish it, and
Yeah.
so that's gonna be the last part of the dealing with people. Is now
Yeah.
you're gonna have to buy. You got to go on marketplace and go to stores and furnish a whole house. Yeah, it's gonna take you like 3 months to feel fully.
Not bad. Yeah, but I look. If my life is like this, you know what? I had a good run.
Are you still working? Are you making money?
Yeah, I'm doing my my secret work there. Whatever. I don't want to say what it is in case they're spying on me. I'm in Canada right now. Hi guys.
Oh, next week. Wait, next week is Next week is the last week of January. I'm going to New York.
Oh, cool. You seeing Eugene?
Yeah. I'm taking
Nice.
3 days off because it's Chinese New Year, so I have some time
Nice.
off. And I booked a hostel. I'm gonna drive there. And now I have a nice car,
Whoa.
so I'm like, I'm gonna drive to New York,
Cool.
and I'm excited. 3 days in New York, just chilling with my friend. He's gonna get drunk every day. I told him. He's like, "What do you want to do?"
Wow.
I'm like, "I don't want to do anything. I just want to get drunk and smoke shishas and eat, just with my best friend. That's all I want to do."
One place I would suggest, I've only been to New York once, but one place I really like that you might like because it's comedy adjacent is go to Joe DeRosa's bar.
Hmm.
Check it out. It was fun.
They make good sandwiches there, right?
Yeah. And he's always there. Like last time he was just there hanging out.
It's called
I was talking-
Roses, Joey Roses.
Yeah. Yeah. I was talking to him and like his head chef or some bullshit.
I'm excited.
His head sandwich guy.
I'm
And
really
then I don't know
excited
anywhere else.
because I'm like, I can't afford to travel this year, so I'm like, I'm gonna take tiny trips. You know?
Yeah, take a little trip.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna miss your wedding. Sorry, buddy. It doesn't look like I'm gonna make it to your wedding.
So we're coming August to our our backyard party.
Ah, hell yeah. That's gonna be the real wedding because all your family's gonna come to the backyard.
Well, they're also gonna come too. Like a lot of my family are coming. Like my mom and my brother and my bird.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then,
We'll see. I'm booking the road as of now. I booked 2-3 weekends, and now I'm
Oh,
looking.
wow.
Yeah. So and now I'm looking at Alberta, and
Whoa.
Manitoba, and Newfoundland.
You should bring who's the mailman alcoholic again? To
Miguel.
Manitoba?
Yeah, I messaged him. He's like, you know what's funny? I messaged him like, hey, do you want to open for me? He's like, there's no way I'm taking my days off to go back to Manitoba. He's like, I'm
Yeah,
saving
but
everything to go to Europe. I'm like, makes sense. But he gave me names, so I'm gonna message him.
Oh, okay, cool. Wow. When are you thinking of going to Alberta?
June.
Oh wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice time to go too. It's gonna be safe to drive.
That's 'cause I'm trying. I spoke with Joel. He's like, oh, because in July there's the Stampede,
Yeah.
and in August he's going to Newfoundland. So I'm like, all right, I'll try to go to. I'll try to see if I can do like 2 weekends, like go do Red Deer or whatever, and then do another city.
Whoa.
Because it's gonna be like my only vacation. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, let's see if I can do something. Well, vacation. I'm still gonna continue working, but I'm gonna be on the
work
road.
during the day. Cool. Damn, that's wild. You're gonna be driving. It's
Dude, right now, I feel like I'm an open mic businessman. You know when you were an open micer and you just tried whatever,
Yeah. Trying everything.
everything to see if like, you're an open micer. So now I'm an open micer businessman. I have my hour. I'm writing every day. Yesterday I did like 60% new material on weekends,
Wow.
which means the jokes like they're ready. I feel so
Wow.
free. Yeah, I feel so free.
That's
I feel like
amazing.
I'm a better comedian now. It's crazy.
Wow, that's
So,
crazy.
So I'm like an open mic businessman, and I like feeling like a beginner. I think it's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. You do feel free. I know. I'm kind of like I'm like open mic in life right now a bit. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it does feel
So
like I
you-
was
you-
so like. Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Something like oh yeah, I felt so tight like when I first got here, like the first 2 days, you know. I was like, and now I'm like like I'm so zen about it. Like I feel like so much happier. I'm just like, cause I'm like, okay, I know it's gonna take a little bit of time, and then I could do what I want. I'm still working during the day. I'm still doing my editing for like, you know, the hangry guy stuff. It's gonna come out like once or twice a week. That I know is fine. You know, I'm gonna start getting more into comedy. I'm actually writing jokes again. You know, like I feel more like everything's more structured now that all the hard I thought before I got here, it was way, way, way harder. Now that I'm here, it's like I have like one or two tasks to do in the evening. Like get this thing or talk to this lady or talk to someone on the phone, pick up the car, instead of like trying to juggle my feelings.
Hey.
Now my feelings are like kind of resolved a little bit more.
Yeah. You're older now, compared to when you started comedy. So, like, okay, I can't get drunk every night.
Yeah.
I can't go bang 6 girls before an open mic and then
No.
shotgun 3 beers on stage and then assume everything's going to be fine the next day. You're becoming an adult, man. Welcome to adulthood, buddy.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Yeah, welcome to adulthood, dude. It's funny, I was doing the show I did on Saturday, and there was like young people. They were all sitting together, and they're all from Toronto, so we're all like fashion. And I swear, Gabe, I didn't know who was a guy, who was a girl.
No.
I'm like, I don't know how to address you. I don't know which one of you is. I swear to God, I'm not even lying. I looked at them like, I don't know. Salaam alaikum. I told them salam. Like, I don't know. I can't say hey, bro, hey, girl.
Whoa.
Like, they all look androgynous-y, 2025-y, future aliens. And I'm talking to one guy, and he's like, oh, I'm 29. I'm like, dude, you're too old for this. His friend was spilling beer. It was the late show. Everyone was drunk. His friend was, I'm like, dude, you're 29. Get your together, dude.
29. 29, you're old because you start to age. So you start to age out of looking like a girl.
Yeah. No,
By
but
the time you're 20.
the microplastics, man, he's keeping his youthful, girlish glow.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time I was like 18, like I had ear hair and shit.
Yeah. Dude, I have ear hair now, but it's still fuzz. I have ear hair like girl has peach fuzz on her face.
Yeah.
That's my ear hair. It's peach fuzz ear hair. Still not sexy.
No, I bet some man would like it.
No, but I'm enjoying, man. I'm people are messaging me like, "Hey, how you feel? Is Gabe okay? Was he kidnapped?" And I keep telling them, I think it's a great choice for you. I think even if you end up coming back to Montreal, I think going to the UK is gonna do wonders to your growth as a human and as an artist.
Yeah.
Change is always good because again, you're not going to Afghanistan. You're going to. I mean, I've been to the UK. It's a bit Afghanistani. Let's be honest. But you're going to a country where you speak the language. You've been there so many times. Your wife has groomed you to be part of the community. So I think it's going to be great for you.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. And I'm reaching out to like Instagrams here to like sneakily. I don't know if I want to start like a new one for just the UK, but I'm like, why don't I just do one for just the whole hangry guy everything, just like
Yeah.
You
wouldn't do it on the same account?
I think I want to. Yeah,
why
I
not?
should. Yeah, I should.
I don't know. I don't agree with dividing your audiences, especially when you have such a small audience. Like you don't have a lot of followers, so this
No. Yeah.
hangry guy worldwide, and then afterwards you can divide. But just
or even start like my own, because they don't have a lot of like MTL. You know how MTL blog? They don't have like they have a London blog sort of thing, but there isn't like a different parts of England blog. Like there's no Essex blog. I can be like, I'll start like an Essex blog and be like, hey, send me content and
You should.
And I'll do free and I'll just make
Oh,
money
dude,
off you,
that's where the money is, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Tom Segura produces that's where the money is. The money is you build an audience and then you use others people's creative work to make money.
Yeah.
That's where the money is. That's why P. Diddy, Jay-Z, all these big once they like, all right, I'm too old to be going yo. I'm just gonna be the man behind the scene and just collect bank.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, why not?
Do it now
Easy
before you release this podcast. Create Essex blog.
Yeah, Essex, like it's life in Essex, like spotted Essex.
Yeah, and
Essex,
baby. And here's what you do. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what you do. So you create it, and then you follow it, and then you post a couple of videos. And then what you do is that you go to all the pubs in Essex, look at all the followers, and you just start following all those followers.
Yeah.
So to let them know, like, hey, if you like this pub, it's because you live in Essex. Well, I live in Essex, so follow me.
Yeah.
So I'll follow you,
baby.
just so you know. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
build your empire.
Yeah. Whew. It's hot.
But don't forget, we do the podcast once a week,
Yeah.
and I need you to edit it.
Yeah. It's true. Oh yeah, there's that. Yeah, and I'm seeing David Hernan tomorrow. I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, actually, I've seen him not that long ago. What am I saying? But he was in Taiwan for a month. I'm like, the hell is your life, man? Like, you're in Taiwan for a month?
Are you chatting with anyone from Montreal other than mom and dad? Oh, other than mom and brother and stuff? Like any comedians?
Oh no. I'm talking to Peter, but no. I don't think I haven't spoke to. You're literally the only person in the comedy scene I've spoken to.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah, I mean, who else would I talk to? Oh, you know who messaged me? Quinn Leguer. He says safe travels. I was like, thank you.
Ah, he's a good man.
Yeah.
I like Quinn.
Yeah, I like Quinn. He's so sweet.
Smart boy.
Yeah, and who else? I think Alvaro sent me a meme, and that's it.
I have so many relationships with people, and they're purely based on sharing reels to one another.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Yeah.
It's like I want you in my life, and I know this will bring you happiness, so I'm gonna send you a reel. Always men. I never send a reel to a woman. For some reason, a woman, it's either professional or it's romantic. But with guys, like, I'll send them reels. I can't see myself sending a reel to a woman. For some reason, my body just I give myself the ick.
Yeah, like, well, it's also a real, like, your my algo is mostly like stuff that guys like me would like, you know, like it's like a dirt bike or like a
You
weird
never sent
3D
me a reel ever.
I'll send you them. You're not gonna like them.
We don't have. You see, we don't have that relationship. We don't have a real relationship. We have a real relationship.
Yeah.
REAL, but we don't have a REEL relationship.
But so speaking of, I'm listening to the Steve Jobs biography. Yeah, it's interesting. It's cool. He's such a man. He was such a dickhead, but he was like, people liked it. I don't know. He was very. I don't know if he was autistic, but I think he was. I think he always got his way. He was so manipulative that he's
a winner.
Even his parents was like, he would like be like, oh, I don't want to go to that school. Like, I want to go to that school, and they're like, we can't afford it. It's like, you need to afford the school, and they're like, fine. And then they make themselves go broke, putting him through like university. It's crazy. Like, and here's a cool short. Do you know how the Apple logo was invented?
He stole it from Beatles, or wait, no, it's the apple of Adam and Eve.
So he said that,
or he stole it from the Beatles.
No. It was something even stupider. Like, he so he read like this Buddhist monk's like biography or some shit. And part of this Buddha monk's life, he like was obsessed with like certain diets. Like, so he would do these extreme diets where like he would only like eat vegetables or only eat fruits. And so then he started following this diet, and it was at one point where Steve Jobs was like, had this really weird diet. He would only literally eat apples. So then he came from an apple orchard, and they were trying to come up with the name for the logo, or they're trying to come up with the name for the company, because all the companies at the time, it was like I think like the 70s, all the names were like Computer, Excelsior Technology, and all these like weird, boring. And then he came from an apple orchard, and he's like, how about Apple? It's like, Apple's cool. And then Steve Wozniak was like, yeah, I don't know, like, it's okay. He's like, how about this? If we don't come up with a better idea tomorrow, we'll just stick with Apple. And they're like, fine. So they just were like, yeah, what about Apple?
I think that's all marketing. I truly believe he noticed, like, okay, I know what I'm creating. I'm creating the biggest drug, and it's the most tempting thing, and he just took the name from the Bible. It's literally a bitten apple, the thing that got us kicked out of heaven.
Yeah.
And what is the biggest drug? It's not vaping. It's not crack. It's not. What is the drug? It's not even caffeine. What's the biggest drug? It's our freaking phones. It's literally.
I know.
It's literally the apple that got us kicked out of the Garden of Eden.
Back then, it wasn't phones though. It was like literally like think of like a typewriter, but with a screen. You know. That's
yeah,
how
it
far
was,
back.
he
though.
had. Yeah, but he's a visionary.
Yeah.
He knew what he was going. He was he
Yeah.
took enough drugs. I bet.
Yeah.
There's
took
no
ton of
way.
drugs, yeah.
There's no way he didn't. It's
Yeah.
literally a bitten apple, like in the
Yeah.
Bible. Get out of here! I don't believe this whole horse. Did he write this? Is it an autobiography or is it a biography?
It's a biography that he did like a bunch of tons of interviews or something like with other people. No, not an autobiography. I think he died. Like he made the guy do it. This is funny. Like he at the beginning of the book, it's the author that like it's like a note from the author or whatever. His name is Walter Isaacson. He did the same. He did the big Einstein biography, whatever. He did all the big ones, and he said that like Steve Jobs had no control over the content of the book. He didn't want any control. He didn't want the only control he wanted was how the book looked on the outside. Which is funny because that's exactly how he's like, the Apple computers need to look this way. But he's like, they did the picture and he's like, nah, I'll take my own picture. And the picture he picked was like him like.
Yeah. But Gabe, listen, I don't want to be conspiracy theorist here.
Yeah.
But you understand, he's one of the richest human beings on the planet. You want to tell me this guy is going to let any book be written about him?
So he didn't.
Ask any
Yeah.
powerful men you know. And we know a few
Yeah, I don't
powerful
know.
men. And they'll all tell you, like, yeah, I'm not a great guy. I messed up a couple of times. You want to tell me that guy was like, hey, and he's the richest, one of the most powerful human beings on the planet. You want to tell me he would be okay with someone writing a tell-all about his life? No.
So another piece is that Steve Jobs was asking this guy to write his biography, but the guy was like, "Look, you're too young. Like I usually do people at the end of their life." And Steve Jobs was very private about his health. Nobody knew he was dying. And then he finally, like, his wife kind of told him, and then he's like, "Okay, fine, I'll do it." Like, but he was like, "Oh, maybe in a couple of decades, I'll write your life or whatever," And then he said he wanted his book to come out sooner rather than later.
I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm not because Steve Jobs, the richest human being on the planet, comes to you. He's like, "Hey, can you write my biography?" You'd be like, "I don't know." You'd be like, "What? There's no way. It's all fabricated." I'm sorry.
I
It
don't
doesn't make
know.
sense. It doesn't. Really, the richest, most powerful man, the man who created a product that literally changed
Yeah.
our lives.
Yeah.
It literally changed our lives. There's literally
yeah.
pre-Apple, post-Apple. It changed our
true.
lives. And he's
No,
like,
it's
"Hey,
true.
can you write my autobiography?" And he's like, "Nah, I don't know. Get the out. I would lies. Your author is a liar and
I
a
don't
and
know.
a crook."
He could be a liar. He's not a crook, but he's
It's all shit. Really, the most power. History is written by winners. Okay. Do you ever hear like, "Oh, Alexander the Great had hemorrhoids"? No. Why? Because Alexander the Great wrote about Alexander the Great. No one like anything bad about Alex. No one brought it up.
Well,
You know,
it does paint him in a kind of a bad light at times, but it's all personal life stuff and also work related stuff. He was very like horrible to like all his employees.
But I
and
bet
stuff like
Steve
that.
Jobs was proud of that. He's like, "Yes, I am horrible
Yeah.
to people. That's what you should be."
Well,
That's,
yeah, that's
he doesn't
what, yeah,
see,
exactly.
He doesn't see that as something wrong. He's like, "They're my employees. I'm paying them
Yeah.
more than anybody else is paying them to do a
Yeah,
job."
Yeah.
And like, no, I
Yeah.
own your time. You do what I want. I get it. As a CEO myself, I get it.
I do understand, but it's also it's just I'm reading it as more of a story. I'm not like
Yeah.
judging him. I'm like, it's
Yeah,
interesting,
yeah. It's like Harry Potter. It's science fiction. You just keep that in mind. No one would write his autobiography and include all the horrible things about. Didn't he have a daughter that he's like, "Nah, you're not my daughter," even though the
Yeah,
DNA
he
proved that
did.
she's his daughter?
Yeah. It was horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
Did he
bad.
include that in the book?
Yeah. It's a whole chapter about all his relationships. Yeah.
But about the fact that she is his daughter
yeah.
and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't want to give her money.
Yeah. There's a whole chapter on the
Man,
relationship.
if he's okay being putting that, I wonder what he's not okay being put. Anyway,
I know.
Listen,
I
he's
know.
a visionary. He's a great artist. You can't judge an artist by what he does when he's not doing his art.
I know.
Rest in
Very
peace, Steve
interesting.
Jobs. You influence a lot how I dress, Steve Jobs, and how I live my life.
You have
He
the same
did.
kind of face shape. He has a face same. He's half Syrian.
Yeah. We have. I do. I know. He influenced a lot my daily activities when I was becoming an artist. So I get it.
Wow.
I'm not. All I'm saying is that. Okay, maybe I'll get the here. Thank you so much for listening. We love you. Subscribe, follow, tell your friends. These are getting better and better, and support us so that Gabe can come back to Canada more often. And I love you, Eugene. Bye, everybody. Bye, boy. Bye, bye, bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Salam
Bye.
alaikum.
Gabriel's ass bleach brighter than heaven. Amer's been on a watch list